I think we need to redefine what success means. Instead of defining success with status, with your job, I don't know, things that aren't who you are, I think we need to redefine success as in how we live our lives. Another way to put that is, what can I do every single day to make sure that I am becoming the highest version of myself? If you reframe success in that way, I find that you will actually get to your goals much faster. If you're anything like me, you probably have super high expectations for yourself, and inevitably you let yourself down. That's why I'm making this video. I think that you and me both need to redefine success. There are so many things in life that we cannot control, and because of social media, it is so easy to feel behind. Like, there are milestones that you should have already hit, especially if you're in your 20s where everyone is on their own path. And this isn't something that you've heard before, obviously, but I think it's so important to remember, because I think it's time that we redefine what success means, especially if you are in your 20s, 30s, and honestly, at any age. I set a challenge for myself to post at least 3 times a week, 3 times a day on TikTok this month, and it is currently the 14th, so I'm not even halfway through, but I've already seen so much progress, not just through numbers or anything like that, but also in just the way I show up on social media. Another thing is, you can't predict what success is going to look like, whatever that means for you. Like, for me, it was trying to revive my TikTok account that I've had for almost 10 years now, which is no, maybe not 10 years. No, yeah, 10 years. By posting every single day, I let go of the expectation that every single post should do well. And in doing so, I was able to freely express myself and make more authentic content. And one of my videos ended up getting just over 1,000 likes, which is amazing. And I know that it resonated so hard because I was being vulnerable and expressing something that I know that a lot of people also feel, and it just got a lot of shares, and it was just evoked a lot of feeling. But even 10 days ago, I would have never seen myself posting something like that. So I think that just repetition and just seeing how you can make every single day the best possible day that you can have is exactly what success is. And of course, that doesn't mean don't look at the long game, don't play the long game, but I think that thinking about the future but not living there, and learning from the past but not staying there, is the key. It's about staying in the present moment. And I did not get this from nowhere. I literally got this from a book that I'm reading right now called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I'm not even halfway through this book, and that's something that I learned today that I thought was really profound, which is that I'll literally read it to you. In the book, there's something called clock time, which is just the way that you should use time, which is by thinking of things practically. Like, let's say you made plans, you would obviously be aware of those plans of the future or remember lessons from the past, but you immediately return to the present moment. Then there's something called psychological time, which is when you start identifying with the past and then also compulsively project into the future. And this is something that Eckhart Tolle called a mental disease, because the past and the future don't exist. They only exist in the now. They can only ever exist when you think about them in the now. Okay, so a really good way to think about it is, if you made a mistake using clock time, you would just learn from that. But if you made a mistake and you were on psychological time, you would dwell on it, you would be really self-critical and even have guilt or remorse come up, and you would turn the mistake into you. So you would link it to a part of yourself, and you know that you're in psychological time when there's non-forgiveness. And that was literally from just one page, but I highly recommend this book if that interests you. I genuinely think this is such a good book to read, especially if you feel like you are constantly thinking about the past or the future and you just feel like you're never in the present moment. I hope that you took something away from this video. It was honestly super spontaneous, but I really felt like maybe someone out there needed to hear it, because I know I did. I definitely think that recently I've been being a little bit too hard on myself just because of things that have happened in the past, and I can't control those things. But I'm honestly believe that I don't deserve the things that I know that I want just because, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But if there's one thing that someone can't take away from you, it's your mindset and it's your discipline. If you never give up, you have a chance. But if you give up, there is no chance. I know that came from Seth Rogen. I don't know why I brought that up. As long as you're still alive and you're still willing to do what you love, that's a win. Okay, that's enough for today. I hope you got something from this yap. Anyways, my name is Jamie. I am an editor, creator, creative. I just love all things creative. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my last video, which is you need to love yourself first before the big wins. Another lesson that I think is very helpful. Yes. Okay, bye.